Hi, welcome and welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Do not underestimate your growth after narcissistic abuse. Narcissistic abuse provides us with a lot of lessons, and a lot of them are hard lessons about vetting people, about who to trust, how to pick a friend, what to share, what questions to ask, what kinds of things are red flags, and how to navigate and even get away from or out of narcissistically abusive relationships once you see the red flags and realize who and what you're dealing with. The garden is bursting right now. And I don't know if you remember, but if you check the community tab a couple months ago, I posted a picture of the garden right after I planted. And I planted literally the evening before I went into surgery. And I was in nesting mode and I was kind of hurrying. It was getting dark outside, but I was determined to get everything planted because I wanted to be able to set everything up so that I could take advantage of the spring weather. I'm sure as you're looking at the pictures of the garden in the community tab that you're like, whoa, all of that in just a couple months? Yeah, all of that in just a couple of months. So it's quite possible to grow tremendously by leaps and bounds, even in a short period of time. As with your growth after narcissistic abuse, it's like you see the growth, you see things changing and evolving, but you can't see everything or see all the little details or catch all the little details. With all of the growth that you're seeing in the garden, a lot's come out of that. Hello, this is huge. But I'm pulling these huge zucchini out of the garden and it's insane. And I feel like I can't even keep up with the growth. I have chopped up a bunch of zucchini for sauteing, and then I have stored some that I will blend into smoothies. And then I also made a bunch of zoodles, which if you get a spiralizer, you can run the zucchini through the spiralizer. You can do the same thing with cucumbers, and I've got some of those too. But you can spiralize the zucchini and you can then form it into kind of these long noodles, and you can top it with whatever you want. Dressings, sauces. I made a pasta sauce last night that was cooked, but I put it on top of the zoodles, and I sprinkled some hemp parmesan that I made on top, and that was lunch for my husband today. It's a great way to get fiber, and obviously the water content in the zucchini is really good. And these are all things that are good for your brain too. And we think about narcissistic abuse. It's like, okay, so what? But when you think about narcissistic abuse, it affects your mind, your body, your spirit. And when you take care of your body and take care of your brain by nourishing your brain with good foods, hydrating with water, getting in your vitamins and minerals, your antioxidants, that are good for brain health, then that's going to help you to be able to, believe it or not, better heal and recover from narcissistic abuse, but also be able to think clearly so that you can navigate narcissistically abusive relationships or narcissistic encounters that you may have. So I share these things with you because I think that there are a lot of lessons that come out of the garden, just in nature. I mean, they're life lessons literally in nature to be learned. And there are specific things that we can apply from the garden in terms of the healing properties of the different foods, the fruits, the vegetables, the herbs that can benefit you, that can benefit your brain, that can benefit your overall health and well-being. And if you are a gardener, or you're thinking about it, or you're starting a garden, there are benefits there to help you to regulate, to help you to get grounded by connecting with nature, getting sunshine, getting that vitamin D, connecting with the earth, growing things, nurturing life. These are things that can all help you during your healing process. And I'm not saying that you have to, go out and become a gardener if that's not your thing. Totally fine. But my purpose is to be able to pull this together for you and paint a picture and inspire you and encourage you about ways that you can heal after narcissistic abuse. Got a couple different varieties of zucchini here. So these are huge, by the way. Look at this. It's unbelievable how big this is. Can you tell? Look at that. And I feel like it's just, my fridge is getting overwhelmed, and I'm trying to find different ways to use the zucchini. So if you have suggestions, drop those in the comments below. I'd love to hear some of the ways that you like to enjoy zucchini. I'm thinking that we got to get into some muffins or breads next. I might have to get my son on that because he likes to bake. I did pull also some tomatoes. I've been covering the garden beds, which is why I haven't been filming or sharing, because the tomatoes tend to stay green when I don't cover them, especially when it starts to get really hot like it is right now. It's getting really hot. We're hitting triple digits, and it's just it's stifling. But anyway, I want to make sure that we don't lose out. Sorry about that, because there are a ton of tomatoes that have popped out and I want them to turn red. And there are a few different varieties. So we've got some here, and I want to say that these might be maybe chocolate cherry tomatoes. I can't remember. The tags are in the garden. I think I just can't find them because there's so much growth. And I want to say that this might be like a little, these might be little Romas, or they might be some kind of other cherry tomato. And then there are these green guys here. I don't know if you can see them, but those are like a slicing tomato. A handful of Armenian cucumbers, which are kind of a desert favorite of mine. They do really well in the heat, so I've got these cucumbers that would be great for salads, or we might even be able to put them in a juice. And then I pulled a couple of bell peppers, so got 2 of these, and I've got a few jalapenos here. I don't know, you probably can't see them, but there are a few jalapenos on this plant here. They're still a little smallish, so I think I'm going to give them a little bit more time. But just wanted to encourage you with the growth and let you know that just like the garden, you are growing, and you are probably growing in ways that you don't even realize. It's not obvious to you, but I guarantee you that others that know you, or even the narcissist who may be watching you, that they recognize your growth and they see how far you've come, how much you've grown, and they see the changes and the evolution. So I just want to encourage you with that, and I think you should celebrate that too. I hope that this helps you and gives you some perspective on your growth after narcissistic abuse. You're not alone, and you're not crazy. Know who you're dealing with, know who you are. Take care, keep growing through what you're going through, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.